We descend, feel love, we defy, we defy, we defy, we defy.
Hello and welcome to Russ's Movie Corner. Sorry, wrong one. I've been doing so many Russ's Movie Corner lately that I'm just not thinking. Russ Plays Games. There we go. Welcome to Russ Plays Games. My name is Russ, and as you can see from the game, we are back into Final Fantasy II, and this is a fun game. I absolutely love this game, and I hope you all are enjoying this game too, as I've been playing through it. So, when we last left off, we had kind of gone through, I'd kind of run through the watery pass under the castle of Baron, as this was, of course, when I was talking about this was kind of, I was trying to get through that really quick because I know that we had to get to the next event that was going to happen. Once we get done with that event, then we're going to get to the next event, which, once we get done with this, we'll go through a couple of events, okay? And then once that's done, I have to go and level up a few times in this game, to get to a point where I can then do the following event, because once there's a thing that happens, there's an event that happens now. So every RPG is set up to have events that happen in certain parts, okay? Call those story events that kind of further the story line, okay? And as this is an event that this event that's coming up isn't that big of a deal. In the original Final Fantasy IV, it was a very big deal. But in this particular version, it's not that big of a deal. In fact, you'll see how quickly this will go. After that, we have another story-related event. And then we're going to get something that's going to be pretty awesome, and I'll kind of explain how that works. And then once we get done with that event, we have a small story-related event, and then we have a major event that will happen. During that major event, before that major event happens, I need to level up. I kind of need to grind a little bit, and I'll do that off camera. And then I'll come back and I'll show you what I've done, I'll show you how I've done it, and then we'll kind of go from there, if that makes sense. So this episode might be a little long, just because I'm trying to get to the event before the next major story-related event. Because, again, I have to grind. So, let's get into the game, and let's get going on this. Now, my video was actually flagged because of a song that was flagged by Square Enix as anytime it's played, that video can't be monetized. Not sure why. But yeah, that's what they did. So, it was like, thanks, guys. Really appreciate that. So, as I stated when we left off, I didn't actually do any grinding before I started recording this episode. I'm just not going to worry about it, because it's not that big of a deal. There's a boss battle, there's 2 boss battles coming up, and they're actually not that bad. To be honest, they're really not that bad. Now, we did pick up a sword called the Ancient Sword, and if you put it up, you'll notice that it actually is worse than the legend sword, so you want to keep the legend sword equipped. There is a dupe trick that you can do. You have to like put it in your hand, and then you have to like take it back out, and you have to do it during battle, and you have to do all these different things. I've never learned how to do that dupe trick, but basically you can sell that ancient sword, and there's like a lot of different weapons that you can do it with. And what's interesting is if you do this dupe trick enough, you can have like 99 swords that later on in the game you get a character that's able to throw, because he's a ninja. So he's able to like throw swords and stuff, and you'll notice that I've been saving some of the swords and some of the different things. You'll notice that at certain points I will be saving these swords, and towards the end of the game I'll be pulling them out because I'm going to be using them in boss battles towards the end of the game to deal massive damage. But you can also like do this dupe trick if you want to have more money without having to grind. You can go in and you can dupe a bunch of swords, and like for instance the legend sword sells for 9,500 gold pieces, or in later games gil. And so you can actually do the dupe trick, and you can actually get like 99 of those swords, and then you go sell those. You sell like 98 of them, and you can get like a whole bunch of money. But as I said, I haven't done that dupe trick because honestly I don't care, because this game isn't that hard, and it's not that hard to have money that you need to just grind for a little bit. Now once we get past a couple of story related events, there's going to be some grinding that needs to be done before we head to another location. And so I'll probably do that grinding off screen so that you guys won't have to sit through that, because it takes a long time to frickin' grind for those things. There are some tricks that you can do actually. I'll show you a trick when we get to a certain location. I'll show you a trick that you can do to actually kind of grind there, which I might do off camera before a certain story related event, just because that will give me more levels, because the characters that you get are leveled to you, because they're like within like 2 or 3 levels of you. So they're not just like a set level, they're actually leveled to within like 3 levels of you. So if you can grind this certain way and do it, then you'll end up getting that grinding done, if you know what I mean. Okay? And so once we get to that particular story related event, I'll show you. Now what's interesting is you'll notice that with the exception of these 2 guards here, most of the guards are gone. What's interesting is also you can sleep in Cecil's bed if you want, which we'll probably be doing after we get done with this particular battle, because this is going to be kind of a difficult battle. So this has always been kind of a difficult battle for me. So let's get into it. Cecil, welcome back to Baron. By God, you aren't controlled by Golbez. No way, I am the captain of the guards. My loyalty to the state is unwavering. I see. Then come with us. You can be of great help. Yes, sir. Chief Guard of Baron Bygone joined. Wait a minute. We already have 5 characters. We can't have 6. What's wrong? It smells like a monster. Where? Something's fishy. Can't you act a bit better? What? I was given a great gift from my master Golbez. I'll show you. Okay. Best thing to do, attack the arms. Attack the arms. have these guys cast twin magic. Okay. And have him cast... we can do Fire 3 on the arm. And what will happen is Baigan will then cast Wall on himself. So that means that we have to, well, we can actually now cast that on his arms. Let me see here. She's going to Cure 2 herself. I think I have Dispel with let me see here. No, but I can still do this. So I'm going to wall Cecil because we can cast Black Magic off of Cecil and have it hit him. Just like that. The only problem is we can only throw potions on Cecil. Yep. Killed him. That's actually good because we can cast Fire 3 on this, cast Fire 2, hopefully before it explodes. Yep, we got him. Good. We killed him. See? Be careful, Cecil. Now that we have access to the rest of the castle. You will see that the guard that was originally posted here is now gone. Which means we can get to these treasures. An Ether 1, an Ether 1, a Cure 2, a life, and a Cure 2. Now, in later versions of Final Fantasy IV, that's going to be completely different. And they will have a much different count in them. Okay. So, we've got a tent, Cure 1, and a heal, and we'll get that treasure chest in a second. But up here, I don't believe there's anything in these pots. But I know there's a life and a Cure 2 there. And then up here, we have a tent, an Ether 1, and there's an Ether 1 there. I don't believe there's anything. No. There's nothing there. So, go back down here. There's an elixir in that pot, and we can't go that way quite yet. Sealed with unknown power. That'll become important here in a second. Oh, forgot to grab that. Ah, my bad. And we'll grab a Cure 1. Okay, so we're going to go up. We're gonna go over. We're gonna go back up, and we're gonna go rest on Cecil's room really fast. We shouldn't need to save. This boss is generally pretty easy. But you'll notice that the castle seems strangely deserted. Good night. Let's go. Let's go kill this boss. Because we get an important key item. Went and got all those treasures so that we don't have to collect them after the boss fight. And you'll notice there still isn't anyone around here. This little area by the clock will become important in a minute. Cecil, I'm happy you've returned. Your Majesty, I see you've become a paladin, but I do not like that. It's not good, Cecil. King Baron? Baron? Who's that? Oh, I remember. He's the fool who refused to surrender. Oh, yes, and I took his place. You want to see the king? Don't worry, you'll see him soon enough. I'm not like Mylon, see? I'm surprised that he made it as one of the 4 fiends of elements. Then you are. Indeed, I am the fiend of water, Kenazo. Okay, this boss is fairly simple. Fight. Fight. We can do twin magic, doesn't matter. Just do this. Lit 3. Gathering the water. If you let him do that for like, I think it's like another turn, he'll send a wave at you, which will really hurt. But yeah, it's not that big of a deal because this. Easiest boss in Final Fantasy history. Just bolt his ass to the floor. He's done. Receive 4,000 GP and 1,100 experience. Palom and Porom gained levels. Yay! So did Young. We need those. You imposter! You're gonna pay for putting me in jail, for putting me in that smelly joint. What? Sid! Oh, Cecil! Where's Rosa? She ran after you. Golbez took her. Golbez. Abused my airship and now Rosa. We must rescue her. Lead us to the airship. Who's this strange old man? What? Oh, about yourself. I'm still young.
Oh, please stop. Mr. Sid, this is Master Tellah, a great sage. This is Young, the karate master of Fabul, and I'm Porom, a white wizard of Mysidia. Hi, guys. That is my twin brother, Palom. Yeah.
I'm glad to meet you, sir. Well, he knows some manners.
Where's the latest airship?
Well,
Where nobody would suspect.
we have no time.
Oh, be quiet and follow me. I didn't expect you to defeat me, but this does not mean anything to this Kenazo. Why don't you accompany me to the Dark World? Walls!
It's supposed to say the walls are closing in.
Palom, Porom! Thanks, dude. We love to be with all of you. What? You won't be stuck in a place like this. Please look after Cecil, Master Tellah. Ready, Porom? Yes! Wait! No! Don't! Stone! Palom! Porom! What a rash thing to do. Heal!
No effect. They have become stone by their will.
Fools. An old man should fulfill his share first.
Oh, children.
I shall avenge. I'll avenge you to the Enterprise. Wait for me, Golbez.
Meanwhile, seems like Kenazo has been defeated.
About the last crystal.
I know, but it is a problem.
How about if we let Cecil get it for you?
Cecil?
We have Rosa. We can exchange her for the last crystal.
That's an idea. We can do away with him then.
I'll be the messenger. King! I'll show you that I'm better than your sweet Cecil.
Told you that clock would come in handy.
It's a surprise. They obviously didn't understand.
What a surprise.
Amazing. Let's go now, Enterprise.
And with that, we now have our own airship.
Here they come. Let's see the power of this Enterprise. Wait.
White flag.
For surrender? Kane.
You are alive.
What do you think you're doing, Kane? How is Rosa? Worried? If you want her back, get me the Crystal of Earth. The Crystal of Earth? Of Toroia? Dirty slime. And exchange her with a crystal. The Crystal of Rosa's life.
You. Wake up, Cain! That's all. Cecil. That Cain. Sid, let's go to Toroia. This is the explanation. When you want to get on an airship, move onto it and push A button. After it rises up in the air, you can move it by using the control pad. Watch the shadow to see where you can land, but you can't land on forests, mountains, and deserts. Let's go to Toroia. It's in the northwest. Alright, and he wasn't lying. The Toroia come up past this mountain range, which is kind of funny because I'll show you where we went. So here's the village mist. In fact, we'll land here, and we'll go inside, because there's actually a few things that we can actually collect in here. Go right up here, we can find 100 GP. I hear that the soul of Odin is sleeping under Baron. Maybe. We'll find that out in a minute. The history of the mist callers may be over now. You're right. Maybe. There's a cure one here and a heal here. Dude, seriously, get the hell out of my way. Women, children, and highly trained callers were all lost by the unknown fire. If we go in here, you can kind of see that there were 2 beds. I believe this was actually Rose's house. But the fire is out in this fireplace. If we walk behind it, you'll see that there's a tiara, a cloth, and a ruby ring. The ruby ring will become important. And so this was the mountains that separated by the earthquake. We went up here to Kaipo, through the watery pass. There's the middle of the watery pass. There's the end of the watery pass. Here's Damkian. There's the cave of Antlion. There's Mount Hobbs. We went over here, Fabul. We went out, down, around, but we ended up. This is Toroia. But we ended up, actually, come over here. Let me see here. Come on, man. Okay, there's Baron. Okay, so this is Eblon. You can see that the castle's partially destroyed. We don't want to go there right yet. We will get massacred. Okay, so that's... This is Agart. This is the village of Agart. We can kind of talk to people. This is Agart, the village of those who have ancestors who are dwarfs. And actually, the place we want to go, if we come over here to Fabul and we go south down this chain of mountains, you'll see a small village right here. And when I say small village, I mean a small village. A village of tiny people.
Hey, human, don't step on us, okay? Gee, you're big. Are you giants?
No, we're humans.
We mine silver ores. Toads refine and small folks process. We make weapons for human use. Cool.
Silver staff.
It would cost much to feed your huge stomach. How about some ant steak?
You can talk to those three to watch them dance. If you wish, I'm not going to do so.
The silver mine is farther north. Not a long walk for your legs.
Nope.
Gee, you're big. Are you giant?
No. Found a silver knife, which we'll sell off. Let me see here. Oh, there's one. And there it is. 5,000 GP. Because what we are going to want to do is we are going to want to come in here. And you can see that there's a silver hammer for 8,000 GP. There's a silver sword for 6,000 GP, which we are going to want to buy. Okay. And we're going to sell the cloth because we don't need it. And we're going to sell this silver for 1,500, and we're going to sell this for 2,000. Okay. And the reason why we're doing this is because we want to... Oh, and we're going to sell... No, I think we'll keep that. We need the leather. We need the ruby rings. We need the white arrows. And the crossbow. Okay. Because we also cannot sell... Let me see here. We'll go ahead and equip him with the silver hammer. And we will equip Cecil with the silver sword. Okay. Now, eventually, I will want to get all silver equipment. But right now, I don't have enough for everybody. So, I'm going to buy 2 silver. I'm going to buy... Because Sid, right now, is unable to equip, or well, he's able to equip, but he does not have... I don't think while he's holding the hammer that he can, yeah, he can't hold the silver in his hand. So we will equip Cecil with the silver shield. We will equip him with the silver... Oh, whoops. Don't mind me. And we will equip him with the silver arms. And eventually I will want to get him silver armor. And I will want to get Sid silver armor. Sid will most likely get the silver armor first. Now, we are going to change, and we are going to put Cecil there. We're going to put Sid there, and we're going to put Young. We're going to switch Young and Tellah because we're going to put him in the back. Okay, and so now we have our party. Okay. We've got Sid, who's the chief engineer. We've got Cecil the paladin. We've got Tellah the sage. We've got Young the karate man. Okay? And eventually, we will want to, like I said, eventually we will want to get Sid and Cecil some armor. Okay? And honestly... I mean, really, it's not that big of a deal. There's a chocobo forest right there. Let me see here. I think this is Toroia. Okay, so I think we'll first go into the town.
Welcome to Toroia, the city of beautiful greenery and water.
What? You surprised me! Go away! Old peeping Tom. This is a clue.
You can't swim with such armor on. It'll rust.
You'll notice you can't see their body.
Hi, you want to swim together?
It's because they're naked. Yes, that is true. There is no nudity in the game, but they are technically naked. But if you come over here, we can grab... There's 1,000 GP there.
Want to know about the twin harps? A pair of harps which can send the sound of one to another.
And there's a Cure 2 there, there's an Ether 1 there, and there's an Ether 2 there. And that's all we really need over there. Alrighty. Okay. One of these days I'll need to go to a big chocobo. I think this is the training classroom. Yep. There's one in every city. Even though, like, this late in the game, you don't really need it.
Have you seen my husband?
Yeah, he's sitting over in the bushes, peeping like a pervert.
Metals get so heavy and stuck in a cave to the island of Northeast. Better watch out.
I'll show you that here in a minute.
Don't disturb me, I'm just sunbathing.
Okay, fine. I'll leave you be. Thanks to nature, we have lots of fresh veggies, and even the chocobos are with us here. All those chocobos. How to breed chocobos. If you touch this little skull on the wall, it opens up this little thing. Found the black chocobos, Toroia news.
They're cute, but stink a bit. I want to fly in the black chocobos. My mom says the ones here can't fly anymore.
Hey, you little punk.
The wild ones out in the chocobo's village still can fly a little bit and land in woods. You can find them in the chocobo's village north of here.
And I'll show you that. Either in this one or the next one.
Black chocobos remember their homes and will take you back there.
Coop, coop. This was before they started saying quay. Now they say quay. If you play some of the later versions, they'll say the quay. But in this one, they still said kook. Because they didn't know, they weren't sure what sound a chocobo made. But that village of Agart, we will spend a lot of time looking at those later. Now you'll notice that this place only sells certain things. Gee, I wonder why. Could it have anything to do with the fact that that cave had, that cave that they were talking about can't have metals in it? Here's a hint. Yes! Okay. I'm going to sell Cecil's Paladin, and Sid's... no, I'll keep that for now, because he'll need it for the next part. Okay. I think I only need 3 of each, but I do need a ruby ring. I do need 1 more ruby ring, that's it. Okay. And you'll also notice that, while that's going on, we have, see, there's the wooden hammer, there's the great bow, which actually is better than the crossbow if you want to spend two grand, and then you have fire, ice, and lightning, but honestly I've got the holy arrows, so I don't really, the white arrows as they call them in this game, so honestly I really don't need it. I might go ahead and buy the great bow anyway, just to have it, because it will be important, because we will end up getting Rosa later. So I will want to sell the crossbow then. Alrighty. I think that's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm sorting all of that. And then go to the castle, because we have to get a couple of key items and key parts of information. What's cool is you can actually walk on the town and the castle after you come out of the town. Alright.
Welcome to Toroia. Please feel free at home. About the crystal, then talk to the clerics inside the castle. The 8 clerics govern this country. Make sure to be polite to them, understand?
A man from Damkian was found on the beach. He says he's a prince. Gee, I wonder who that could be. Toroia has never been in a war. I wonder how much we can actually defend ourselves.
I'm not an old maid. I'm the minister. The 8 clerics are inside. Dance? Me? Who do you think I am? I am the guardswoman. This is not a leotard. It's our combat uniform.
Sure. Okay, before we go talk to the 8 clerics, we're going to run down here. If we go some of these, we can actually grab some treasure. There's an ether one there. This one, I think... Oh yeah, this one we can't do anything yet. We have to have the cleric's permission, and we won't get that until after. But we go up here. You can open all the doors. There's a couple of tents. A couple of Kirtus. A couple of ether ones. And a couple of ruby rings, which we will be sure to sell after this next event. It's not what we're doing right now. I'm going to end the episode here in a minute. But we're going to run up and talk to the clerics.
Our clerics are sisters of 8. They serve for the Crystal of Earth. I like this place better than any place else. Crystal of Earth? Dark Elf took it, and we must take it back. But how? Metals get heavy in the cave of the northwest. Your swords and armors of metal will be the same. Dark Elf is in a cave on an island over in the northeast. The land will return to desert without that Crystal of Earth. Dark Elf is weak against metallic weapons, so he sealed the cave with a magnetic field. If you can get it back, show it to us first, and we promise to lend it to you. You cannot have it, but you can. If you can take it back, you may use our Crystal of Earth for a good purpose. We, the 8 clerics, rule this country. We used to have the blessing from the Crystal of Earth. Not now. So basically what they're saying is that the Dark Elf took the crystal. Okay? This is the crystal room here. And he took it. Stole it somehow. Not sure how, but came in and took it. So now we have to go get it back. Have you got it yet, what we have to do? It's pretty simple. Please keep quiet. We have a patient here.
Edward.
Cecil. So you are alive. Let me join you. What can you do in such a wretched condition? Lie in bed quietly. Master Tellah, forgive me. You lost Anna because of me. Really?
Prince Edward, think only of your health now.
Young, so you too survived that Leviathan attack. Then, Rydia?
Sorry.
Poor Rydia. And I can't do anything while you fight. It's a shame. Don't worry. Me and my enterprise will take your share. I've heard you've taken good care of Cecil and Rosa. Now it's my turn. You are that master engineer, Sid? Then you have an airship. Cecil, where is Rosa?
She was caught in exchange for the Crystal of Earth at Toroia, but the crystal is now in the hands of the Dark Elf.
Dark Elf. Cecil, take this.
What's this?
Say my substitute. It may come in handy.
Received a twin harp.
Cecil, save Rosa.
Edward shouldn't move yet. Me? I'm a nurse. The doctor's this lady.
He may not walk or get up until he's all well. Don't worry, we'll take care of him.
Edward's harp. So basically now we have an item, a key item, called the twin harp. Cannot use here. So basically, as we learned from that person in town, that the twin harp is when so the twin harp is when Edward was or when that lady was explaining it. The twin harp is basically you like he can play the sound, okay? So he can play his harp and it will come through that harp, okay? So it's kind of a magical item. So like he plays and then the music comes from the twin harp as long as we have it in our inventory. Okay, so we now have all we need to go get the crystal back. And so I will do some grinding here now, off camera, and then when we come back in the next episode, will we be able to get the crystal back? Let me, will we be able to get the crystal back from the Dark Elf? And what happened, and where in the world is Rosa? Find out next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy II for the SNES. My name is Russ, and this has been Russ Plays Games. Thank you, and have a blessed day.